fill out our scorecard here. So there's me, there's Mike, and of course you get top billing because you're going to have to pay for this child's college education.
True.
And I believe I have everything spelled
Perfect.
correctly. Do I? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So we're all set there. We are recording as of now, and Veni Sancti Spiritu. So we're going to invoke all of those things. And here is a beautiful, healthy looking baby. Isn't that amazing?
It's just amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. And let me just show you how stunning this can be here, even initially.
You can see the heart.
So yeah, and here is your beautiful child. Isn't that just
Oh my goodness.
amazing to be able to see that?
Yeah.
Look how beautiful all of that is. And this is the acquisition window over here. So if the body part isn't in the acquisition window, you don't necessarily see everything, like little bits and pieces of arms and legs, etc. But isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it really is. And again, you can see how beautiful the baby is. Just so lovely. And extremely healthy in its appearance so far. See the baby's open hand there as the baby has its hand stretched out for us. Isn't that beautiful?
Moving the arms,
it's moving the arms.
Look at that. See both of the baby's arms and both of the legs there, the umbilical cord. These are the normal soft spots, the sutures in the top of the baby's head. The baby's trying to find its mouth so it can suck on its thumb there a little bit. Isn't that beautiful?
It's just amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. It really is. Another beautiful picture there. So it's just so beautiful. And I am just particularly delighted to be able to tell you that everything looks so healthy here so far. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at all of this anatomy. I'm intentionally now going to make this a pretty contrasty image. It's going to get real grainy here. And what that contrastiness allows me to do is to just really show you the baby's neck fold. And again, that's called the nuchal translucency. So that just pops out at us here. And there's a beautiful, healthy profile for the baby. Very, very thin fold of tissue, Martha and Andres, which is extremely encouraging and makes it very likely that the baby has normal chromosomes. Samuel had normal chromosomes too. But this also is a screen for various anomalies that children can have, because if they have heart disease or other things, and I think memory is, didn't Samuel have a thicker neck fold? He did, didn't he? Yeah, this is a wonderfully thin neck fold here. Isn't that a great place to be starting from?
That's awesome news.
It's extraordinary news. And again, any measurement under 3.0 is generally regarded as normal. And this is only about 1.3, 1.4.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's fabulous. Here is calcium in the baby's nasal bone right there. Children with Down syndrome will have flatter mid-faces, so we like that calcium in the baby's nasal bone. It's extremely encouraging. And let's now enlarge the baby here. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure the baby. Look how
very
active the baby is. Isn't that beautiful? And what we'll do here is measure from the top of the head, Martha, to the bottom, Andres, and a nice, healthy, normal pattern there, about 6.6 centimeters. Beautiful, healthy, normal configuration. So would you like the gender guess?
I would love to know.
Of course.
Okay, let me give you the guess.
Okay.
And it only seems appropriate that Samuel has a brother. And I think that's his penis there, so congratulations.
Oh, wow.
And you know what, I just sort of, this is very powerful. I just sort of sense Samuel in this room.
Yeah.
Don't you? I mean, I really,
Yeah, I can feel him.
really do. I can feel him too.
Yeah.
And he's helping his brother. And he's a part of his brother. He's a part of all of us.
Yeah.
His short life had an extraordinary, powerful impact. But this, I think, is his penis. So we'll know for sure at the next visit.
Okay.
The reason it's hard is that little boys don't yet have a scrotum when they're this age. Little girls don't yet have labia. And the penis and the clitoris both have erectile tissue, so there's a lot of overlap in what is in the gender.
Okay.
But I'm 80-ish plus % confident.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
so
Very good.
yeah. So again, we'll know for sure at the next visit.
Yeah.
But I believe so. And so there is Samuel's brother. And this is now his beautiful, healthy-looking skull. You can see both hemispheres of his brain and the skull. And here are his beautiful hands as they're held out in front of him here. And I just want to again get this all lined up here for us. And again, you can see how beautiful his hands are there. Really just amazing images, aren't they? Do you see? There's the umbilical cord. Yeah, and his hands are again right out in front of his face. And this is back into his heart. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to focus on his heart. And even now, you can see his right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium. His heart, just to make a point here, is 4 millimeters wide. A dime is 17 millimeters wide. But there is his pulmonary artery properly aligned to his right ventricle. And there is his aorta properly aligned to his left ventricle. Here is the blood flow tool.
Where's the aorta that you have?
The aorta comes out of his left ventricle. And there is his pulmonary artery. The colors are the direction of flow, red towards, blue away. Here his right ventricle had contracted, sending blood out away from us into his main pulmonary artery. So again, we will, at the next visit, take a great look at all of his cardiac anatomy, but even today we're really seeing things beautifully.
Sounds so nice.
Doesn't it? It's just a wonderful, strong, healthy, kind heart. Muy noble y muy fuerte. Es verdad.
Yeah.
And this is back into his umbilical cord. And you can see here, yes, Shania, come on in here. And this is his urinary bladder, his 2 umbilical arteries as they wrap around each of his bladder there. Would you like to share your joyous news with Shania?
I think we're having a boy.
Yeah, and we were all feeling here, Shania, and of course it's a beautiful little boy, Samuel, who died February the 20th, 2000?
25th.
25th, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
last
was
year.
a little off there. But we're all feeling that boy in here with us. And here are his little tiny legs. Look how sweet those little legs are, and you see his little tiny baby feet there. Amazing pictures, aren't they?
Yeah.
There is his spine. You see how beautiful and straight his spine is. He's still looking like a boy, isn't he? There's his, we think, again, famous last words. We'll know for sure.
I will be happy with a boy or a girl.
Of course.
Yeah. I just want to have a baby.
And you will be, and already are, such wonderful parents.
What is that long red?
The aorta.
Okay.
The red thing is the entire length of his aorta. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
And there again is his entire circulatory system, the aorta.
Do you see the 3 blood vessels?
Yes.
In his umbilical cord?
I do. Yeah, Samuel had a single umbilical artery, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this baby already has 3. And there is the umbilical cord. Wonderful, healthy, normal appearance to the cord. You see it going into the placenta. Very important, Martha and Andres, that we assess the placenta in reference to your previous C-section. And in other words, it's better if the placenta is away from your previous C-section. And this one clearly is. There's no, so that's great. It'll make it much easier for Dr. Lawler if you elect to have a repeat C-section this time. Here is normal fluid in this baby's stomach. That's also a pretty sweet thing to see, isn't it?
Yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah, he is.
That's awesome.
Of course, Samuel was perfect too.
Yeah,
he just wasn't healthy, but he was perfect.
Yeah, he was perfect.
He was. And I'm just having fun. Look how beautiful that picture is. This is just one of the dearest families, Shania, you could ever hope to meet.
That's very nice of you,
true.
Dr. K.
And Shania will vouch for the fact that I don't say that unless I mean it. Okay, well, I do want to work transvaginally for just a few moments here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to add anything, but I would rather, again, give this the full court press.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
your right ovary is fine, and you ovulated from your left ovary this time, Martha. Doesn't really matter, but a useless little bit of trivia there for you.
Okay.
And yeah. And before we start that, let's just do one more quick picture here. Sometimes I find myself just drawn to the simple 2D pictures. They're like a black and white photograph. They just really allow you to...
They never age.
Yeah, and they allow you to appreciate that intrinsic beauty here.
What about the expected due date and the size?
Great questions, and we'll review all of that here in just a second. And let's again just take another peek there. Amazingly beautiful.
Yeah.
See how perfect his
It's so perfect.
legs and his arms are? Yeah. Okay, well, let's